This is a mamey. Mamey is a tropical fruit native to Mexico, Central America, and the Caribbean. Mamey is extremely popular here in South Florida. But around here, people don't eat their mamey, they drink it. You can get yourself a mamey smoothie at any neighborhood cafeteria, but don't walk up to the counter and ask for a smoothie. You have to ask for un batido de mamey. And one of the best places to get yourself a mamey smoothie, or un batido de mamey, is Paleteria Michoacana in downtown Homestead. It is one of the most delicious ice cream places you will ever visit in your life. Let's jump in the bus and head downtown. All right, I have to tone down my personality a little bit because I can't be in this place screaming and yelling. But I am going to ask them for everything they have with mamey. So I'm going to get mamey ice cream, a mamey paleta, which is like a popsicle, and a mamey batido, which is like a milkshake. So I got to turn the camera off because the girls are a little camera shy. And then I'll turn it back on when they're out of the shop. And I'm back. Guys, guess where I just was? I'll give you a hint. Michoacan. I was telling these guys about mamey.
Yeah.
And we happened to be sitting underneath a mamey tree. I forgot to mention that earlier. And I was saying that mamey, while it can be eaten like just as a regular fruit, most people around here drink their mamey, and they drink it in the form of a smoothie or
Milkshake.
Or batido. Now Tommy just said milkshake. Guess what I learned at Michoacan today?
What?
So I went there, I asked their permission to film. They were like, yeah, come on in and film. None of the girls would allow their faces to be on camera.
Oh.
So I couldn't film the girls while they were serving me. But when I ordered un batido de mamey, the girl said to me, batido o batida? Batido or batida, the masculine form of the word or the feminine form of the word. I was like, I didn't know there's a difference. Did you guys know there's a difference?
No.
Okay. A batido is a smoothie. It's made with milk, sugar, and the actual fruit. A batida is a milkshake. They make it with milk and mamey ice cream. So I told her, I said, well, since we're going to have paletas and we're going to have ice cream, I said, why don't you make a batido? Because I know my wife and son love them. So why don't you guys start on them batidos and we'll see how they taste.
That's really good.
It's good, ain't it?
That's real good.
No, I mean, if you're ever in Miami, even though it's every bit of like a 2.5 hour commute back and forth in traffic, on the weekends it won't be so bad. Wow. It is so worth it to come down to Homestead.
That's really good.
For at least a day, right? There's so many places you can get these shakes, especially down here in the agricultural district. Another big one is Robert Is Here fruit stand. They have shakes of every flavor. So Tommy, open up that ice cream.
Wow, it's really good. It's red.
Yeah, it's mamey. So anyway, the other thing the girl did for me is, since I was filming, she did it in a clear cup so that we could see the color of the mamey. Now look at that orange mamey ice cream. Now let's talk about this mamey and how to eat it. Now Tommy, I'm gonna do a close-up here. I want you to just slit that guy open for me, and I want them to see just how close the color of that ice cream is. Stay where you were. The color of that ice cream is to the color of the actual fruit of the mamey. So just kind of get him, and I'm gonna just film it. Actually, Tommy, before you finish cutting that thing, I want to show them, this is a fresh mamey right off the tree. It's hard as a rock. And that's how mamey comes. And we wait until it gets really, really soft and really mushy. Look at that. It almost looks like we let it sit too long, that it actually went bad. But it did not. And then we cut into this thing.
It kind of feels like a potato.
It does. It feels like a really good baked yam or sweet potato. When we open it up,
wow,
look at that. Now, Tommy, open up that ice cream. Before we talk about the mamey, Daddy didn't get a chance to try the batido. That's so good. And I don't even like milkshakes.
It's really
Oh, that is good. There's just something to this flavor. It's like tropical. I don't know if it's the orange color and I'm just making this up in my head, but I feel like there's like almost a little bit of like sweet potato to it. It is so good. Now before they melt, let's try the popsicles, the paleta. So the reason the name of the place is Paleteria Michoacana. Correct me if I'm wrong, Noe. You, well,
No,
and
it's
you, Tommy.
perfect.
You're the
It's perfect. Michoacán.
native Spanish speakers here. Is that a paleta is the Spanish word for popsicle, right? Or even lollipop, right?
How is it?
Really good.
And Michoacán,
Michoacán.
or Michoacana, whatever, that's like the region of Mexico the people must be from, right? Or it's a region of Mexico anyway. And they make these popsicles. They have them in tropical flavors, all kinds of tropical flavors. In fact, let me just show you what I filmed over the counter while I was there today. And you guys have been there. I mean, this scene is no surprise to y'all, right? Let me take a bite of this thing.
Well, it's actually like probably the best.
That's
Like,
good, ain't it?
yeah,
You
it's probably
guys,
like
I
the
want to
best.
try some.
I'm going to give this one. Now look. One of the things I love about this place, and no, we've been going here since before he was born. We've been going here like 20 years. Is they really load up the stick. I mean, you only have a little bit of room to grab it. So I'm going to take one more bite and pass it over to Noe. Oh, that's good. While
more
you're
flavor.
eating that, I'm going to take a little bite of fresh mamey. Now, mamey is the only fruit that I like to put in the fridge. I like to actually eat this stuff cold. This doesn't even taste natural. It tastes man-made to me. It tastes like pudding or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I
When
love
it's cold,
that.
it's like it's so delicious.
And see, I can tell. Yeah, look, you got to take a little bite of the mamey. I mean, as good as the paleta is, as good as the batida, as good as the ice cream is, the natural fruit, there's just something to it. There's something to just the plain fruit, right? Is
Yeah.
that not delicious?
It's so delicious.
You know, it's funny, people kind of look at me funny too that I like to eat this stuff plain because most people grew up just drinking it in shakes. But I love it. And like I say, this one's warm, room temperature, but man, is it good. Oh. Tommy, do me a favor and start scooping out little scoops of ice cream so we can each try the ice cream, okay? Now, you may be asking yourself, what's the difference between the paleta and the ice cream? But there is a difference. I mean, the paleta has a little bit of water. It's a little more icy, and you could even see that reflected in the color. Tommy, tilt that a little bit. No, hand me the ice cream, buddy. You can see the ice cream is a little more orange, where the paleta has a little bit more of like a wateriness to it. Because it's a popsicle. It's a little bit watery. Oh, I want my bowl of ice cream. Okay. I got it right here. Now, while I eat this mamey ice cream, I'll tell you a little bit about the mamey. Now, the mamey is known as mamey. It's also known as Mamey Sapote. It's also known as sapote. What do you think of that ice cream, Tom?
Really good. Wow.
It's good, ain't it? And you know what? While we're eating the ice cream, I also ran the camera down all their different flavors of ice cream. What other flavors of ice cream have you had at Michoacán that you like? And just so you all know, before you go down in the comments like, oh, this is just a commercial, I'm not getting paid by those guys. I just thought it would make a fun place to film a video today. What flavors do you like at Michoacán, Tom?
Coconut.
Yeah. Con agua or con leche? Coconut with water or coconut with milk?
Con leche.
I like it con agua. They have a palette. They have two styles of the coconut paleta. One is with water, and one is with milk. And I always get the one with water, and then I go back in for another, and sometimes a third. And that used to be my favorite, but I have a new favorite now. Fresa con crema, strawberries and cream.
It's really good.
And
it's really good.
they use real fruit. Like the mamey that's in this was grown out here somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And they bought it from the farmers. When you get the fresa con crema, the strawberry cream, there's chunks of strawberry. Pineapple, there's chunks of pineapple, right? Then the mango, they have all different kinds of mango
The mango
flavors.
is really good.
If you would have asked me this morning whether I would like the fruit itself, the ice cream, the paleta, or the shake, I would have told you the fruit itself. But right now, I'm leaning toward the ice cream.
I'm leaning towards that.
You're
I like
crazy.
that.
Ice cream. Ice cream. No.
Yeah, the
This
ice
is the
cream.
best.
Really, you like the
No.
paleta better than the
Yeah.
batido?
No, the ice cream is better. Way
Oh.
better.
Tommy, do you want to take another sip of your batido?
Yes,
Or do you
sir.
want? Okay. Or do you want to get back into your PS4?
What's that? Actually, I want to go to the cherry picker.
You want to go get the cherry picker?
Yeah.
All right, you go get the cherry picker.
For real?
Yeah, bring it around. Don't forget to heat it, okay?
Yes.
For 10 seconds. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna forget.
That's our little farm boy. He thinks he's going to go play on the cherry picker, but I'm going to put him to work when he gets here. Now, you know all about mamey. You know about batidos de mamey. You know about paletas de mamey. You know about helado de mamey. That would be smoothies, popsicles, and ice cream. You also now know how to cut a mamey open and eat it plain. And when it's in season, I will be selling mamey at guacfarm.com. GUACFARM.com. We sell our avocados June through January and other tropical fruit, including mamey, when it's in season. Obviously, my kid's ready to go down the road and help me trim some trees. While we go do that, you go to guacfarm.com and we will see you
On the next video.